Hi everybody, and welcome back to Jewel Family Farm. My name is Teresa, and today we're going to be making cream of potato and asparagus soup. Okay, so I'm going to peel 3 potatoes, and I have a pound of asparagus here. I want the asparagus to be the star of the soup, so I don't want to put too many potatoes in there and make it taste like potato soup. I just want to put a few potatoes in there just to give it a little bit of bulk. Just to add a little bit of something to the pot to make it stretch also, so it'll be good. We usually eat ours with cornbread, on the side, but you can have crackers, or you can have a salad, or the soup is really hearty just by itself. Don't want to cut too much of the potato away with your peels. You know how that is. I don't know if your mama or your grandma's talked to you about that. Don't peel all the potato away. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to wash this asparagus off really good. You can do your asparagus however you want as far as breaking it or cutting it. I was always told that when you do your asparagus, you bend it like that, and then it'll break where the tender part, it'll break away from the hard part. But you can do it however you want to do yours. If you want to cut it, you can do that. That works fine too. Well, that fell down in the sink. Okay. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to put some hot water on over here. I got 3 cups of water. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Go ahead and cut my onion up, because I'm going to put that down in that water to cook with my asparagus. You can put as much onion in here as you want, or as little as you want. You don't have to put any onion if you don't want to, or you can use onion powder. That would work also. I'm trying to get used to this new stand that I have, so I'm having difficulty with it. We'll just cut your onion up in little pieces. I'm going to go ahead and put a whole onion in mine. But you can put as much as or as little as you want. I do like to chop it up pretty fine though. So I don't really, in soup, I don't really want a big bite of onion. I want it to be really small. Okay. Go ahead and finish breaking up my asparagus. Sometimes it don't break off where I think it's tender enough to use. See, that's kind of like tough there. See, my knife won't go in it easily. This is a really good soup, and to me it tastes really good to have in the spring when it first. Of course, you can freeze asparagus and have it later on in the year, but when it's first growing, I don't know, it just tastes so much better to me. Okay, let's see if we can go ahead and put the onion in the boiling water. Take this asparagus and I'm going to start cutting it up into little pieces. You can make these as big as small as you want. It doesn't matter however you like it. If you like it smaller, that would work. I love asparagus. I never ate it when I was growing up as a kid. We never had it. I was grown and had children of my own before I figured out I liked it myself. Same way with mushrooms. We never had mushrooms growing up. You can cut them straight across. You can cut them on a diagonal if you want to. If you want it to look, you can make it look a little more fancy. It looks pretty like that when you cut it on the diagonal. I'm going to go ahead and put this in and finish cutting up the rest of it. Let me turn this down. Well, I think I'll wait a minute till I get my potatoes in the pot. You can use this same recipe for a creamed broccoli soup, any kind of a vegetable, creamed vegetable soup. Like if you have like a bag of mixed vegetables, that works really good with this recipe also. So this is a very versatile recipe that you can make different things with. Alright, let me scoot that over. Cut up these potatoes and put them in because they take a little bit longer. They take a little bit longer to cook, so. I'll cut them up in small little cubes. You can cut them smaller than this too if you want to for soup. However you want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and put these potatoes in because I'm running out of space on my board here. I'm going to cut up one more potato. This soup doesn't take long to cook either. It's really quick and easy, and it's really great for after work or after school. And it takes very few ingredients. The only thing that you wouldn't have, you know, well, you could probably get it at the grocery store, I guess, is the asparagus. I guess a frozen asparagus would work just as well. I don't know about the canned asparagus because it's already cooked, cooked in the can, so it might be a little bit too soft to make soup with. But the frozen asparagus would work really good. I'm just going to go ahead and start putting all this in. Turn it up. That is a pound of asparagus. You don't have to use it all if you want them. You can cut this recipe in half. Okay. This makes a pretty thick soup. Alright, let me stir this up and bring it up. Let me get it to come up to a boil again. Okay, so now we're going to put in 2 chicken bouillon cubes. Let this cook for a few minutes. Let those onions and asparagus and potatoes soften up. The kids like, well, my kids like, my grandkids, they like this soup because the cheese that goes in it, you know, gives a really good flavor. So they like cheesy type stuff. So this really, they'll really like this. All right, I'm gonna let that come up to a boil, and we're gonna let this sit and cook for about till the potatoes are soft. So probably about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Okay, let it kind of keep a little simmer. I'm going to go ahead and add another cup of water in with this because I think that I just think that it needs it to keep, you know, a soup consistency, not a stew consistency. So that made 4 cups of water. Okay, so our potatoes and our asparagus is cooked. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a half a pound of velveta. And 1 can of cream of chicken soup. You can use cream of chicken soup, you can use cream of celery soup, or cream of mushroom soup. Cream of chicken soup I think would be the best, but you can, if you're making a bigger batch, you can mix and match. I'm pour a little of this milk. I got 1 cup of whole milk. You can use cream if you want. And just let that sit there and melt all this cheese. This was just the rest of my half a pound of cheese. Get a little bit of pepper. You're not going to need any salt in this because the cheese and the soup that's in it's got plenty of salt. So you won't need to salt it. But the potatoes and the asparagus, because I didn't add any salt at all, you know, that'll help absorb some of the salt from the other stuff, from the cheese and the soup. Okay, we're just going to let this sit here and simmer for a little while and stir it every now and then so the cheese don't stick to the bottom of the pot and burn. And just let it you know, let it heat up until all the cheese melts. Let it, and keep it low. I got gas, so I'm on a 2 on my gas stove. Okay, so this is what the soup looks like. So this is what we're having for supper. Hope you enjoy the video for this asparagus and cream of potato and asparagus soup. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Count your blessings. Bye.